all the effort wasn't for nothing. Got some PRIMES! What up guys, cycling fanatics! Good afternoon, Sunday. We are on our way to Monster, that's a little village in southwest part of the Netherlands. I've got my personal driver. We are late. I made a mistake. I was busy making the video of yesterday and we had to leave like an hour before we did. So when we arrive, I only have half an hour before the race starts and I need to go to the registration first, which closes half an hour before the race. So it's gonna be quick. I don't know if I have time for a warm-up, but I'm gonna deal with it, and then I hope I get to talk to you before the race. If not, here's the race footage, and good luck to me. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be full gas from the start. It's an elite criterium, so this is my second elite criterium I'm riding this year. This time I'm trying not to miss out on that breakaway.
Later.
Yo. Just finished the race. It was about 70 kilometers. The course was pretty fast. It was all tarmac with reasonably wide corners, so speed was high. I think I did average about 44 kilometers an hour. It went pretty well. First hour I was in the front group for a while. I got some PRIMES, a couple, I don't know how much. I'm waiting for the results. It's half an hour after finish, so after about an hour the cramp hit me again, so I needed a little bit of recovery. I needed a break, so after sprinting for another PRIME I just let it go for a while, and I thought the whole peloton was slowing down, which was the break I was waiting for to recover a little bit. But then suddenly there was a big gap between me and quite a large group in the front. Everything fell apart, and I tried to close the gap a few times, riding with a couple guys, but every time the attack just fell apart and we didn't really get to close the gap again. So at the end I had to get on the bus, chilling in the back with a couple guys, I think about 8, and we just finished those laps on a reasonably easy pace. And well, whatever, it was a cool race. I think the jet lag won this time, so jet lag versus me, 1-0. Alright guys, let's have a look at the footage of this race. This is the start. This was an elite man race, and like usual you can see all the data from my bike computer in the screen. In the right top you can see the layout of the track. Left bottom you can see my speed, RPMs, and then all the way at the bottom you can see the power output, and you can also see my heart rate, the distance, and on the top left there's the time of the race. So when I skip through the race in this summary you can still see how long I've been riding for. I'm gonna go through the whole lap. Already had 2 turns, as you can see in the top right. It's a figure 8 with 8 turns. That's a lot. It was 1.8 kilometers. That's a little bit over 1 mile, and there were no speed bumps. There were only a few potholes, so it was a very fast lap. First couple laps we did average speed of between 44 and 46 kilometers an hour, so that's pretty high. First lap just feeling the turns with some more speed to see how it was, and I was a little bit far in the back, which was okay. I just wanted to have a look at how everything went first. So we're about halfway of the lap. This was a little bit tighter turn with a pothole in the middle, so it was important to be steering around that one. And then here we come up a longer straight with actually the tightest turn of the racetrack, and it also had a little bump right at the apex, so it was
Sometimes it was difficult going through this turn. Right there was a bump in the asphalt. But anyway, 2 turns to go. This was a very wide turn, and then this straight was a little bit of wind. Actually, there was a headwind on the last part, the last straight, the finishing straight. So right here was more like a crosswind, but it was not that windy this day, so it was okay. Coming through that last turn to the finish, and as you can see, it's already stretched out a long way. And here we come through start finish. You can see all those flags waving, so there was some headwind on that straight. Couple laps in, you can see the peloton is stretched out far back, and it's all single file. The speed was quite high and everybody's all behind each other. Here we go with the first Prime lap after 12 minutes. 12 minutes and about 4 or 5 laps. I moved up a little bit in the first couple laps, so here I'm about halfway, and here you can see a little bit of slowing down of the group. And when this happens, it's always nice to just skip to the front a little bit. Well, at least if you want to go for that Prime. Right now I'm trying to find a position not too far in the front, because we still have a long way in this lap to go, and before you know, you'll be in the front too quickly, and that's a mistake I've made a couple times now. So I'm trying to stay a little bit back to be drafting behind these guys, and then at the right moment be able to sprint for the finish. Coming up on that before last straight, again the speed fell out of the whole group, and I just saw my chance to maintain momentum and just push hard and go in front. And actually I got this Prime quite easy. I was in the front here and I could just finish it off up to the finishing line. That was the first Prime lap. But then they ring the bell again, so it's another Prime lap, and that might be a good chance for us to actually break away. So these guys were behind me, and here they overtake me and they push hard, so I just go right in their wheel and stick on with them, hoping for that break. At the end it didn't happen, but here's the finish of the second Prime lap, and then they ring the bell again, so it's another Prime, and here they go again, these guys. As you can see, my heart rate is all the way up, 194. I'm in the herd house right now. I'm going pretty fast. Here you can see another attack. This criterium was attacks. It was a waterfall of attacks. Everybody was flying the whole time. First hour, the laps were so fast. So here we come up to that finish, and this was a Prime laps finish, but I wasn't gonna sprint here. It was too busy. I think I ended up outside of the prizes. With these races, the Primes actually have prizes for the first couple riders, so depending on what kind of prize scheme there is, but sometimes it's the first 3, sometimes it's the first 5, so in this race I think it was the first 8 riders that would get a Prime. Bell's ringing again, 24 minutes into the race, and there's another Prime lap. I'm quite far in the front, so why not give it a go. You can see the leading vehicle in front of me, so I'm actually the first guy of the peloton right now. I fell back behind this one, and we tried to brake, but the riders behind us didn't come with us, so no breakaway. But this was another option to get a Prime, and I just finished it again quite easy to the finish. Couple laps later, luckily sometimes the speed drops out a little bit and you get a little bit of recovery, but before you know, guys started attacking again, so there was never a real time to catch your breath. 1 lap later, boom, another Prime lap, and if you look here in front, it's gonna be you can see a long line. All riders are behind each other, so it's a long way to the front, but here I get the chance to move up some riders. inside of the turn, plenty of space, and then this guy is going for it, so I just follow him and he slows down, and this guy is still going, so I just try to get in his wheel to get in front. I am putting out a lot of energy right now. This was the first time I was racing in this section of the Netherlands with the elite, so I didn't know any of these riders, so I didn't know who to watch for, and any attack could have been the breakaway of the race, and I didn't want to miss it this time, so I just tried to stay in front, but that really cost me so much energy. Here's another Prime finish, which I got again. And there was actually one guy in front of the peloton for a long time, and that's why I got a couple second prizes on those Primes. I didn't know, I thought I was sprinting for first. Continuing 38 minutes into the race. Guys are yelling, guys are screaming. We were off from the peloton, we had a gap, so this would actually have been a nice group to ride away with and to break away. So we were, some of these guys want to work hard, but we didn't find the organization at the end, so the peloton catched up with us and nothing happened after all. Again the bell, another Prime lap. Here one guy goes for it, everybody reacts. He's actually the Dutch national champion. And here we come to the last turn, the finishing straight to the finish again on this Prime lap. And I figured why not go for a little sprint. We are 50 minutes into the race, 37 kilometers. The total race was 70 kilometers, so still actually have a long way to go. And I was doing my threshold heart rate for the whole time. As you can see again, 190 beats per minute. Again a Prime lap, a couple minutes later, and I think this is when the cramps started getting me. And here we come before last straight, and this guy is pushing pretty hard. I'm in his wheel, and right now there's a lot of guys behind me. You can't see it, but here I accelerate. I see guys coming behind me, so I bump it up a little bit, and we cross the finish with 4 guys in a row. But I got the first prize on this Prime. Heart rate all the way up to the ceiling, 197, and at this point I really was dying. I really needed a recovery, so I tried to slow it down, catch a breath, and this is the point of the race where I lost the connection with the first group. Here you can see a couple guys keeping the speed up, and I figured after every attack the peloton slows down and we can catch back up, but here I was just trying to stay in the wheels, trying to get back in that front group after that, what was it, 1 little minute of recovery that I really needed. But here you can see another group going fast in the front, and I was staying behind this guy, staying in his wheel. I was dying from the inside, so I really needed to slow down a little bit. And a whole bunch of guys here is jumping to that front group, and I didn't have the energy at this time, and that was the moment where I lost the connection. From here there was a big gap with that first group, and we never got to catch up. Here I'm still falling back, still tired, and there's a couple riders passing me, and I try to stay on their wheel, but at the end I couldn't hold their wheel and I had to slow down even more. So here I end up in a group that I was able to follow. Was a group of about 6 to 8 riders, and we just made a train and finished the race. Everybody just wanted to get home. We got on the bus, so to speak. and we finished the race together. Here's the finish of the race. Some guys were still trying to sprint for that finish, but I decided just to let it roll to the finish. It was crowded. It was gonna be about place 32 or 34, so it was not that important anymore.
So this was only my second elite man race here in the Netherlands, and I can say speed is higher, skills are higher, corner speed is higher. It's pretty much more guys going really fast, and so yeah, competition is higher, but I like it. I really have to work hard for it. Still in the sprints, pretty good. I got at least one PRIME sprint. Right now, just doing a little recovery spin after the race because I got some cramps and pretty tired, so I need to get some circulation, which is gonna be helping me recover after this pretty intense workout. I wasn't really riding for any top position in this race at the end, which is okay. This race was more like a training race, not a priority. Just came from the Marmot, still not ready to perform on a top level again, so another good training race. First time I really pushed hard on the new wheels, the Auto Spark Wheelworks wheels, these ones, and I can say they're really different from my Cosmic wheels that were in my Aero standard from the Canyon factory, because the rim is a lot wider, so the tire sits on the rim a lot better, and even pumping this one up with only 6 bars, it still feels hard and it feels really stiff compared to the other wheels. So it's a big change. I'm gonna be riding the wheels a little bit more, and then I'm gonna really talk about you guys how I feel about the wheels. But so far so good, pretty nice wheels, and I really enjoyed riding them today. Kijk eens, dank u wel. Alsjeblieft. Dank u.
Alleen maar weer snel.
Ja, toch? All the effort wasn't for nothing. Got some PRIMES. We've got a first PRIME lap, second prize, 6th PRIME lap, first prize, the 4th PRIME lap, second prize, and then I ended up as number 33. Ka-ching! Alright, end result not bad. Got some PRIMES. Going home now. Next race will be this Wednesday. See ya!
Bij de splitsing houd links aan. A4.
Fuck.